Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a match between Snow and Piano here on Blue Storm. Bottom left, it is our Blue Terran. On Blue Storm, it's going to be Piano. And in the top right, it's going to be Snow. This is a replay from CasterMuse's Starleague Season 3. These two players are figuring out who's going to be third place in that tournament. So, one of these players is the third best player in CasterMuse's Starleague Season 3. And the other person takes fourth place. These two players are excellent. They are current players who are playing in premier tournaments. And Blue Storm. This is an old map. It's a two-player map, as you can tell. Diagonal spawns. Expansions at the corners. There are not a lot of places to expand here. You got natural, right? You've got a third base. And then you've got a minerals only base and then a fourth. That's it. No fifth bases, no sixth bases, no seventh bases. Whew. So long macro games are kind of an anomaly on this map. And oh, a proxy gateway starting out from Snow. All right, man. Piano, get that barracks down. The timing is very important here. If you're late on the barracks, if you're late on making marines, if you're late on a bunker, if you're late on your factory timing. Oh, gas stealing. So that it's harder to get a factory. Okay. This is going to be interesting. This is maybe going to tip off Piano that there's a zealot heading his way in just a few seconds here. Maybe 30 seconds or so. Whew. All right, man, some early pressure here from Snow. No gas being taken back home. And Zealot on the way. SCV checking, so it's okay. I know there's a proxy here somewhere. I feel like there's a proxy here somewhere. Is there a proxy here somewhere? Come on, go down the stair. Yes, he finds it. Okay, so he knows what's up. He sees the proxy gateway. We know it's working. There's going to be a Zealot here soon. So immediately throwing up another barracks, positioning them close to each other so that Marines can hide between them so Zealots have a hard time getting through and killing them. So I like this. This is very smart Sim City from him. SCV is trying to see what comes out, right? Is there a Cyber Core? Is there gas? Do I have to worry about Dragoons coming in here soon, or is it really just Zealots? And it really is just Zealots. So this guy tucked away between the command center and the barracks is going to fire away on the assimilator here, which is cool. And then the Zealot arrives, and we'll see what damage he can get done, right? He's just going to get a shot off on an SCV here build. Oh, he does kill the SCV building. The barracks, another SCV ready to take that spot immediately, though. And then the Zealot, rather, pulling back a little bit. He's got a friend, what can join him, which is cool. Shields take a little bit of time to regenerate here. And obviously, getting your gas in the situation is going to be nice. Having a couple of vultures out is really important stuff. Get in. No, the SCV body blocked him. No, the SCV. Why? God, positioning in StarCraft is so brutal. He's not even... Okay. Alright. Snow's kind of winning here. Winning time for him for sure. He's got one kill. One kill there. What the... He really only got 2 kills? Alright. That was an SCV and 2 Marines, but I don't know who got credit. Maybe there's a glitch or something. I don't know. Does this get credit for a kill? Oh, yeah. Probe's got 2 kills. That's what it is. So Probe got the killing blow on a couple things here. So a bunch of Marines are out now. 2 barracks running. Refinery coming up. Zealots. Ooh, maybe with 4 Zealots, though, we can engage here. Wow, Zealots are tanky, man. They do not mess around. And one. That's another Marine dead. That's another Marine dead. That's another Marine dead. Yeah, these Psyblades are putting in some work, but additional Marines coming in. Production out of 2 barracks is faster than production out of 1 gateway. Hey, surprise. Big surprise about that, right? Another gateway is back home, and now a Cybernetics Core is coming up. And, I mean, do you want to push with Marines at this stage? If you're Piano, do you feel pretty good about it? You're at 20 to 16 workers. You don't know that, obviously, but you only lost the 1 SCV. Haven't lost many of them. You're getting your gas up. You almost have enough money to get down a factory, which is really important stuff. And this bunker finishing would be super nice, too, if that would actually happen. Get in the bunker. Get in the robot, Shinji. And they don't get inside the bunker because the Zealots are heading as fast as they can towards the main base. So Zealots get cleared out. A lot of Marines die. There's a lot of Marine blood on the ground. in order to make that happen. There are 4 Marines inside the bunker. They're very injured, but they still do full damage, which is the whole thing in StarCraft. Can you imagine if units in StarCraft if they were injured, did less damage, depending on how much injury they had taken. Wouldn't that be crazy? That would totally, like, it would make medics a billion times better than they already are. And, like, Terran might be better. Wow, Terran might just win everything, right? Because the capability of medics to heal Marines, so they're constantly at full HP doing full damage, whereas Zerglings losing effectiveness very quickly, Zealots losing effectiveness very quickly, Dragoons too, with no real quick way to heal themselves up. I mean, especially if we're talking about the body damage here, right? Not just the shields. Shield batteries might be really good too, actually. Yeah, I mean, that would just change everything. It would change the entire meta of StarCraft. And obviously, we're not going to get another balance patch for this game, but just kind of a fun thought experiment to go through a little bit there, yeah? So Dragoons say, no, you don't get to scout around here. You don't get to see if I have a second base yet. I know you're sneaking up this right side way into my natural base, which that's the thing. 2 entries into your natural makes for some crazy wall-off strategies here, but there are no lings in this game, so worrying about that is not as big of a deal. Yeah, Zealot trying to hide back here, but he's not getting home. I think he knows that too. So pretty good micro. Kind of dragged the Zealot into range of the bunker, but staying out of range of the bunker, not too bad. And then SCV is trying to make sure he doesn't get in here for the scout, but he does. He sees the machine shops working. He sees there's not a second factory. There's not a starport or anything coming up, which would be kind of nuts if there was a starport coming up. But yeah, 0 kills, backed into a corner, and it just takes a lot of hits from a Marine to kill a Zealot. I think every Terran has experienced the annoyance of that for sure. It's just like, you got to shoot at him and shoot at him and shoot at him, and finally he evaporates, only to come back as a Dragoon later, but not for free. Can you imagine if Zealots respawned as Dragoons instantly in the Protoss base, like for free? That'd be bonkers too. Let me think of different ways this game could be incredibly imbalanced real quick. Hold on. I've got some other doozies. So Dragoon pressure is very short-lived because there was enough time to get tanks out with siege mode, and now the Dragoons really can't engage in here without losing some of their own. Third base coming up at that minerals-only expansion we talked about earlier. Fair enough, fair enough. And yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying this one so far. It has been pretty darn intense, but I think Piano's ahead. He's got more workers, he's got more army, he's got siege tanks up, which is very hard to break with Dragoons, and the Zealots have a hard time too with the bunker support here. And yeah, that second base isn't even done for the Protoss yet, so double expanding here to a second and a third. You're just going to be lagging behind on economy, and as I say in every gosh darn PvT, being ahead on economy against your Terran opponent is very important. Taking more bases than they are faster is really, really good, and almost necessary if you're going to beat them. And, you know, somebody who's as good at this game as Piano obviously is. So, everything's pretty calm, although a robotics facility, or support bay rather. Wow, we're already at support bay here at 8 minutes. That's why the expansions were delayed, is because we were going for some of them Reaver. So Reaver drop on the follow-up here from Snow. I like it a lot. He is just not intending to get up to a game where there's 37 tanks out, and he's got to figure out ways to deal with them. He's going to show up, and he's going to try to murder stuff with Reavers, which is super awesome. Marine sacrifices his life by going up the ramp to see what's up there, and it's 3 Dragoons. Who could have seen that coming? Nobody, obviously. Clearly not Piano. Drop shipped. Oh, tries to. Oh, wow, that just. Oh, the body blocks today. Dude, the micro on display for both of these players, blocking pathing of enemy units, and sometimes blocking pathing of your own units by accident, is all pretty good. Oh, yeah. So this. Oh, no. Vulture's got speed. He's not dead yet. Oh, getting that pro would be cool. Nice. Okay, so he's got 1 kill to his name. He's throwing spider mines down left and right. Nice micro there. Beautiful micro there from Snow, actually. That's really fantastic. And then third spider mine goes down right there. So yeah, 3 base in it. One of the bases is only minerals, but you know, we're making a bunch of Zealots in this matchup anyway. You can't just go pure Dragoon and Reaver. Speaking of Reaver, where's our thing? Here it is. So Reaver inside the shuttle. Drop on the tanks. Drawing fire away from the Reaver. So shuttle moving out to the other side of the map. Got a Kakaru here. Kakaru! Kakaru! Kakarus aren't snitches. He won't report this shuttle position to the Terran. So we've got a pylon here and a pylon here. Maybe this is to just to lure people in? So the Reaver can snipe them out. So, ooh, Spider Mines, Zealot. Oh, Zealot absorbs 4 of them. The Reaver, oh, pickup. Hot pickup there by the dropship. Man, the shuttle and dropship micro in this cast and in this game are on point. If you lose your barracks, you have to build another one before you can build more factories. So that's why he's moving it back there. And Pylon blocking the 3rd base for the Terran player. 4th base coming up as soon as we have 400 minerals for the Nexus. Another Kakaru comes in, flies away into the fog of war. And a Citadel of Adun on the way. Gateway, another pylon. 50 to 49 workers. Ugh. Shuttle turns around when it sees a missile turret. That is very, very wise. Missile turrets are the natural enemies of shuttles. So yeah, a 2-basing Terran is pretty darn good in PvT, but a 3-basing Terran is much, much better. So we need to see Piano expand here, but we've got Dragoons at each of the available locations for expanding. Once again, barracks getting shot at, barracks running away. Oh, are you going to expand here as well? Oh, hasn't expanded here yet. 1,000 minutes. Come on, Snow. Come on, Snow. I know you're really... Ah, beautiful Reaver hits down here, though. And they get the barracks, too. Oh, that's sick. Okay, my money's on Snow here. I don't know what you guys are doing at home, how you're playing this, but I think my money directly is going to the Protoss player. He's just looking absolutely fantastic. He does lose, unfortunately, a Dragoon there, but ooh, tank down. And another tank down. Okay, so remember when I'm like, you gotta use Dragoons to whittle down the tank count. No, says Snow. I can use Reavers for that, Falcon. I have incredible micro. I understand exactly where to land the Reavers and unload them for the firing there. And there we go. 4th base now coming up for Snow bottom left. And top left, he's got the money for it if he wants to, but it seems like he's going for another shuttle. More Zealots. Zealot legs done. I'm realizing, again, missile turret shoving this away. No, there's a Wraith. Wraith. Dragoons, save it, save it. Ah, they do save it. Paper mache Wraith goes down, as they like to do against, again, anything that can touch them. They are pretty terrible. Forge on the way from the Protoss. That's got to be the first one, right? I don't think I've seen any upgrades come through yet. But we do like to see +1 attacks, +2 attacks, +3 attacks. Zealot bomb! Okay, 6 down. Shuttle dies there. But the Reavers are safe up here, so that's nice. So 1 tank dies for a shuttle and a Zealot, which, okay, fair. And then setting up to get this 3rd base for the Terran, but is it, man, I don't want to say it's too late for that, but by golly, it's not feeling pretty hot. We're going Arbiter Tech back home. Temple Archives and a Stargate there, going for +1 at ground weapons. Do the Zealots? No, we're not getting Zealot legs. What the heck? Oh, we are. We're just now started leg enhancements. Okay. So everything is proceeding according to plan here from Piano. The Terran has got some factories up. Reaver, okay, unload. They fire. They take down their missile turret. Nice. Which means the shuttle can hang out here. Oh, another missile turret going down and stopping all mining at this natural base is pretty hot stuff. And then is it really just going to be... Wow. Oh, wow. That did not go as well. I don't think for Snow as he wanted it to. Suddenly there were Goliaths here, target firing down the shuttles. And both Reavers and the shuttle go down. So, I mean, Piano needed that win. And he won by getting this 3rd base up. He wins by not losing any SCVs down here. He does lose some mining time, but hey, whatever. We're working on Psionic Storm, too, for Snow. Engineering Bay. Under fire here pretty darn shortly. Again, you lose this, you can't build any more turrets. So, I mean, these scouting buildings are not incredibly important, but important enough. And there we go, expanding, well, almost expanding top left. Really thinking hard about it is Snow. He's got the money for it. He's just not going there. I think he's saving the money to actually make some Arbiters. There you go. Arbiters coming out. This is a really big Terran army, though. All of a sudden, just absolutely crushing through tons of Vultures. They've got +1 attack. The tanks are also at +1 because they share that upgrade. And then this is just looking... Dragoons are trying to whittle down this Vulture count so the Zealots can maybe get something done. They've got legs now. Kakaru flying over the battlefield. A lot of Dragoon blood in the ground there. All right. So I've been kind of on Snow's team for most of this cast, but you know what? Piano looking good. If you're looking at somebody to bandwagon onto, Piano's not a bad choice. Zealot's trying to get in here, but like I said, the Vulture count is too high. Reaver trying to get shots off actually does manage to avoid getting hit by any of these tanks because out of range of it does snipe another SCV there. And gonna get another big shot off on a clump of mech. Is gonna die too, but beautiful assists in the death of 2 of those tanks. And this engagement is looking pretty good for the Protoss all of a sudden. Coming in, gets a nice storm on a ginormous clump of tanks there, right in the very center of them. And surround and conquer is what Snow's going for here. And suddenly that tank count is getting set back to the absolute Stone Age. Tank down, tank down, tank down. Some reinforcing tanks are coming in. They don't want to be here. I don't think they do. And look, they're trying to retreat, but my gosh, getting absolutely crushed here by the Zealot tank combo. Not sieged up. Reinforcing tanks do come in. We're down to 4. We're down to 4 total siege tanks now from like 12, 15, maybe even 20 that Piano had there a minute ago. Snow looking good. APM's only about 240, but that just goes to show you can play this game really well without getting up to 300 and 400 APM. Top left was trying to kind of expand up here, but no, says Piano. I really need this thing. Thank you. 12 o'clock base is getting taken by Snow, though. Is done. So good. Important income there for the Protoss if he's going to win this game. He needs that 12 o'clock. He needs the bottom right. If he could take the 6 o'clock here, that'd be amazing. That's really hard to do right next to the Terran. And denying the top left base might be just the key to victory here for the Protoss, too. He's getting recall. You're getting science vessels from the Terran, so those are the natural enemies there. EMPs on the Arbiters is fantastic. And so far, 142 to 125 total supply in favor of Snow. Looking good. He does have the better income here, but when this top base gets running, which is very close to being ready to go here, I don't know. Piano's going to be all right. Vultures do wander up into this 12 o'clock base, but there's a Reaver here and cannons. And they're going to chase those shuttles on out. The Vultures on out. Trying to throw up missile turrets here as the Terran player. But Zealot has something to say about that. But then Vulture has something to say about that. And then Reaver drop! Nope, not going to hit. Way too long. Yeah, harmless explode. Good pull there. Pulling SCVs is insanely important when you're dealing with Reaver drops. Oh, he is taking the 6 o'clock, dude. Snow, you boss. You absolute boss, man. Crazy stuff here. Reaver behind the mineral line. Oh, big hits. Big hits. Another decent hit there. 2 Vultures go down. 12 o'clock base going to get killed by tanks, though. Oh, that's not good for Snow. All right, so Piano's scrapping. He's scrapping hard right now. He's trying to win this thing. Doing his ever-loving best. He's got the tanks. He's got the +2 attack. The gateway units here are at +1 attack with +2 on the way, but also +1 air weapons. Are we carrier transitioning here all of a sudden? Production tab says no. But the indication of +1 air weapons really generally means carriers in this matchup. I mean, it could just mean a whole ton of Corsairs if it's against a Zerg player, but against a Terran, you don't really care about the Arbiter attack damage. It sucks anyway. Even with the upgrades, it's not any good. Alright, so recalling, not on top of a base, but kind of bypassing all these shenanigans, and okay, just kind of trying to maybe take down this top left. EMP is the Arbiter, doesn't have a ton of energy anyway. But Piano's here. Piano's here to kind of intercept this whole thing. Dragoons are going to try to take down this top left-hand base, but like Vultures, Goliaths in the house, tanks coming up here too. Command Center taking some hits, yes. Oh, the Reaver goes down and Snow does not successfully pick it up. The 12 o'clock base is completely dead for Snow too. What an incredible back and forth this match has been. I don't know if we're... Ugh. I don't know... Wow. I'm gonna say, this was feeling like Snow was in control here. He still is up. 40 supply, which is really nice for him, but he's lost that 12 o'clock base. His attack on the top left base for Piano went terribly for him. I don't think he did very well at all on that. Didn't even do much damage to the command center, and now just kind of scatter-mindedly running around. The good news is the 6 o'clock base exists for Snow, and I don't know that Piano knows about it. Again, the Kakaru's not snitching on him. The Kakaru's been over here, but is not telling on him. It is high ground, but hang on a second. Okay, still, no. Barracks can't see that. So we're looking at the siege tank count is back. Remember when it was 4? I remember when it was 4. Snow longingly remembers when it was 4. It's not 4 anymore. It's a full 11. Woof. Brutal, brutal stuff there. And then, there we go. Reaver dropping top side. Reaver trying to fire on stuff. I mean, vultures don't kill Reavers very quickly, but eventually they get through. They get through and they take them down. That's exactly what we're looking at here. Stasis getting researched. More and more Goliaths being produced. There's your carrier. Okay. So we are carrier transitioning. The fleet beacon came up when I was distracted by other stuff, but that +1 air, very sneaky. Another recall in pretty much the same spot here from Snow for whatever reason. And gonna try again to take out this top left-hand base. If he can do this, I like his potential to win this game. So again, it's not gonna be a full carrier transition. With these more recent games, what we've been seeing is more of a hybrid. Carriers with Zealots and Dragoons in the mix. Just kind of a more interesting and eclectic combination here. So these guys distracting the army this direction, and then the top left base is getting absolutely crushed by these Dragoons with +2 attack. +3 is on the way. SCV is trying to repair stuff. Vultures come in and trying to deal with that, so that's not good. And I think he's done it. I think Piano's totally saved this top left-hand base. Oh, Spider-Mine's helping a lot, wiping out those remaining Dragoons. It's still 192 to 126 supply, though. I mean, correct. Snow's not been able to kill his top left base from Piano, but it's not like his production facilities are under attack. It's not like he's making some terrible trades, right? Sure, he lost his 12 o'clock, but the 6 o'clock has been a very nice replacement for that. And the bottom right hasn't been bothered at all. In fact, that's where the Arbiter Tribunal is. Arbiter Tribunal, whatever. However you say that. Am I wrong to call it a tribunal? I always call it a tribunal. Don't I? Anyway, God, the shuttle plays here from Snow. Who does Snow think he is? Shuttle? Look at him using these shuttles so well. I was like, all right, I ran away. Nope, I'm back in. Quickly turned around, killing some SCVs. Excellent. That was a nice juke from Snow. Carrier capacities coming in. Goliath production is continuing unabated. And yeah, shuttle has to get out of there. There's some Goliaths there in that location. I mean, it's a maxed out Protoss at this stage. I think he really needs to maybe try to find some ways to either take out this top left base. Shuttle dies. That's not a good way to do it. But friendly fire siege tank splash. Oh, could be an issue there at the end of the day. SCV count's only 38. And making a move towards the north, towards a base that doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if that was the greatest choice. You can maybe set up on this high ground and attack these gateways, but that's why Snow is here, to try to prevent this from happening. This feels like a stasis scenario to me. Tossed. Oh, did he get EMP'd? This Arbiter might have gotten EMP'd, and suddenly, oh, he recalls right on top of the army. Gets a storm down. 2 beautiful plays. Beautiful plays here from Snow. That's exactly what you want to be seeing if you're a Protoss player here. Dragoon still hiding in the corner. There's still a few tanks here to worry about, but honestly, not that many. I mean, you can probably jump up here and snipe those. Yeah, +3 attack. Oh, yeah, +3 attack. Yeah, Zealot down, then you pull back. Or tank down, and Zealot down, Zealot down. Carrier count, once again, not insane. He's only got the 2 gateways working. He doesn't have like 3 or 4 Stargates happening. But working on +3 air attack, which is pretty nice, actually. Yeah, this mineral only base is mined out. Like I said, you don't really get hour-long games on this map. There just aren't enough bases to help you with that. So the carriers show up, and they're trying to, you know, trying to avoid taking direct hits, as always, from the Goliaths on their bodies. Additional carriers are coming in to try to deal with this. Yeah, and just completely chasing the Terran away here. There's only 2 Goliaths left, and no other anti-air down here. This is bad. This is bad. This isn't 12 carriers showing up. It's only 4, but, like, they got +2 attack. They're working on +3 now. More Goliaths are joining the party, trying to get some decent hits off for sure, absolutely, but Piano's in full retreat, and it's 170 to 115 supply. Absolutely insane stuff here. This isn't even hybrid. Oh, he does lose a carrier there, though. Uh-oh, and he's kind of in full retreat, too, because those, well, the Goliaths were chasing, but then they decided to stop. 12 o'clock base getting retaken by Snow might just be a game over maneuver here. If he can do that, he maybe just won. But, oh, I cannot believe he's hanging on to this. He just doesn't know. All right, Spider Mine's getting sniped out. There are 4 carriers again, 1 replacing the one that died. There's 2 more in production here as well. And see, now this ground army is joining the party. See, now it's like, okay, we got to both figure out how many ground units we need versus how many air units we need. Anti-air units if you're the Terran in that situation. Shield upgrade on the way here from Snow. Just making 6 Goliaths at a time to try to deal with this carrier count, which again is only 4. And yeah, there's 2 more on the way, sure. Science vessel sniped. This base, I just think this is key. He's not even fully saturated this gas, has he? Doesn't he have 2 workers on it? Oh wait, no. No, it is 3. Just the pathing is kind of messed up, so it's weird. Gas pathing is always messed up. Another science vessel sniped there. Piano's back up to 140 supply. He is more cost efficient than the Protoss. So he might just be fine here at this stage. Gonna try. Oh, another science vessel taken down. Insane. Insane sick plays here from these carriers under the command of Snow. One of the best Protoss players on Earth right now. Piano, more of an up-and-coming dude. But, you know, he's given Snow everything he can handle here on Blue Storm. So you can't take that away from him. Snow doesn't even have a bank. Yeah, he's maxed out, but he hasn't like been maxed out and been able to keep a huge bank or anything. All right, stasis up on a couple of the Goliaths. Zealots trying to thin those Goliath counts out. Storming kind of more of his own Zealots than anything else. Yeah, Zealots are dying pretty quickly here, but beautiful stasises, and that's it. Piano taps out. Done. Dunzo and Snow is your winner in 28 minutes and 34 seconds. Yeah, that's exactly what you're looking at here from a Protoss versus Terran perspective in 2022. Although I think this was actually played in maybe 2020. But regardless, fantastic combination of carriers, right, with the +3 attack, combination with the Dragoons with the +3 attack. Got the High Templar, got the Arbiters, Stasis, Storm, carriers. All of this is really important. Really, really important stuff. And yeah, the amount of Goliaths we had, not enough. These tanks getting stasis. These tanks still firing, but no. And the 6 o'clock base key. Again, I'd love to know if Piano knew about this base, because I feel like if he did, he would have just dropped it. Like, wandered like a siege tank down here and just killed it, but he never did. And yeah, see, this base down here is mined out too. So yeah, income hard to come by on this map. Maps are not going to go 60 minutes here, but 30 minutes is maybe as long as you're going to get on something like this. So excellent play there by Snow. The early aggression, I don't know if it really made much of a difference. It definitely slowed down Snow's technical progression, and it slowed down Piano's too. So go figure. But at the end of the day, I think Piano held the early proxy zealot stuff well. It helps that he scouted it and he saw it coming, and it was a little bit sloppy on the hold for sure, but I don't think it really slowed him down all that much either. By the time Snow got Dragoons into pressure, there was already tanks out with siege mode. So yeah, I think the Terran was just fine. It's just his ability to get a third base up really took him a long time, right? Third base was late, fourth base was late, and just never got beyond that on this map. And against a Protoss who's just kind of casually on 6 bases here, you're just going to have a hard time with that. But good micro control, right? Carriers in there sniping individual Goliaths and then just chasing those tanks back. I mean, they were up here. Tank position was pretty scary, being able to maybe threaten the main base and this newer source of income at the same time. But the carriers came in, pushed it away, joined up with their friends. And again, the Arbiters, good recalls on that one too. All right, so GG 28 minutes, 212,000 points there from Snow, 175 for Piano. Pretty similar numbers of units, but Snow killed more than Oregon did pretty substantially. Structures raised is 18-9 in favor of Snow, and resources 61,000 to 50,000 spent, which is a pretty decent ratio. I mean, it's not quite as high out as I was expected to be in a win for the Protoss against a Terran in 28 minutes, but it's enough. You got some really good cost efficiency out of the carriers, out of the Reavers especially. Dragoons did a lot of work too. There wasn't a lot of wandering Dragoons into a tank line and just losing 10 of them for no reason. He was definitely, he was willing to sacrifice Dragoons and Zealots, but only for the purpose of killing those tanks, right? So you got to make good trades. You can't just donate. So GG, that is some really, really good stuff there out of Snow. Protoss gets a win in a PvT, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. Ooh, and FalconPaladin.store with the coupon code of Brood War. We'll get you 15% off out there if you want to check that out. FalconPaladin.store. So that's going to be it. Until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. Stay safe and stay healthy. And above all, you take care of yourself.